Welcome back 40k fans to Faction Focus episode 1, and today we are talking about the Space Marines. So, Space Marines are easily one of the most popular armies in Warhammer 40,000, with good reason. Just in these videos we are going to talk very basically about the army and how it generally performs on the field. So, with Space Marines, they are one of the biggest factions, loads of different colour schemes that you can collect. You've got your Ultramarines, your blue, you've got your Space Wolves, like your grey, blue colours, loads and loads and loads of different customisation options available for you there. In regards to the actual models, there's going to be some screenshots on the screen as well, which will show you a couple of different models in the background. You've got your humble tactical marine, or your newer versions, which are like your Primaris. These are one of the best troops in the game in regards to for what you get for your money and your points as well. With 40k being a points-based game, they're not massively overcosted, and they are generally good at pretty much everything. So they're good at range, they're good at combat, and they're also good with their armor saves. Now, with Marines, because of this, I would personally say that Marines are kind of they're an average. They are a good army at pretty much everything, but they're not an excellent army at one thing. So they're not excellent at long-range firepower, and they're not excellent at combat, but they are good at both. So the way that I tend to see Marines getting played, and a way that I would personally, I think I would use them if I had a Marine force myself, was I would use these to move into the centre ground of the table, take your objectives that you need, and hold them objectives. And obviously lay down suppressant fire with obviously the standard weapon, the bolter. Use the dreadnoughts and the tanks as your support. And then, of course, you do have your other dedicated units as well, such as your Terminators, which are a tougher yet smaller squad, which can teleport down to get behind the lines. And, of course, you've got your assault Marines as well, and, of course, bikers. So there's a massive variety of models, a massive variety of units. So it gives you a lot of tactical flexibility on the board. But the main kind of focal point for these for these videos, it's just to give you a basic view of how normally these armies play, and obviously to showcase some of the miniatures off as well, to give you a bit of an insight. There is a lot more in-depth videos out there, but like I said, these are just a nice little stepping stone just to give you a look at the models and to give you a very, very basic beginner's idea of generally how the armies perform. So Marines, just to sum up, the Space Marines, easily one of the most popular factions. They're a tough unit on the board, not the easiest to get rid of. I mean, with concentrated firepower, very easy, but in a one-on-one fight, a Space Marine versus an Eldar Guardian, 9 times out of 10, Space Marine will win. And then, of course, you have your colour schemes, lots and lots of different chapters, so very, very customisable army for painting it how you want, and a jack of all trades. They are a really, really good army to use first time. There's lots of different boxes out there for you to start off with Marines that gives you a nice collection. So, and of course on the game, just hold that middle ground and you'll do absolutely fine with Space Marines. And that is it for the Marines. Very short, very sweet. So be sure to check out the rest of the channel for the battle reports featuring Space Marines. And of course, check out the rest of the Faction Focus series to have a look at the faction that you're most interested in. But until next time, guys, happy wargaming.